Well, this is slightly sketchy, but anyway, we're getting there. We'll just have to lower that one down a bit on that end and bring the post back in. But the not so fun bit is I'm going to have to fucking do all this again. Not take them down, but these bolts need to be about another 20 mils longer at least. So once again, I'm going to have to take them all out, which that one up here and bolted onto the back of that, you have to pretty much take all the bolts out of this one. So it's a series of podger bars and a couple of bolts just poking through, and got the magnetic angle underneath to help as well. Not that that'll do sweet fuck all if it all comes crashing down, but also had a ripper gripper clamped under the truss and over the top of the cap to help hold it in case it all pushed everything out. But no, we're getting there slowly. And it's not as windy as yesterday, but it's still windy. So we'll get that one done, and then there's another 2 to go. Well, there we go. Except I haven't bolted the last ones up yet. But they're ready to be done. Not a bad afternoon's work. These last 3. Already had that bloke up. That one proved a touch challenging for some reason. I'd tightened up those bolts, which are all too short. They need to be 20 mils longer to go through double the plates plus the 10 mil, I think it's about 10 mils of the, or 8 mils of the centre of the truss, and they're just a bit short, so I'd prefer it if they were a little bit longer. So I'm probably going to have to replace this 24 on those 3 posts. But anyway, I'd tighten those ones up, those ones, and then when I got up to do those ones, the truss was sitting up, fairly simple. Let the loader down, I did that, didn't move. There was, it was just free balling mid-air, not on the loader forks at all, and I could not, even with the podger bars, get it to come down to go in the holes. So any reservations I had about the fucking things sagging at all, when you can pretty much have one end bolted and the other end just tacking the breeze and it doesn't move, I think I should be okay. So I just had to get back up that one, back those bolts off so that it could drop down this end to get that holes lined up and podger bars in and a couple of bolts in, no nuts obviously, and away we went. When I did the next one, it was hanging down a little bit, so it needed to go up, and the end one looks like it needs to go up a bit on the forks currently because I'm part of a hole out, judging from back here. But surprisingly, so far, well, all those posts are dead level, dead straight, both directions. And there is no fucking gap on this end between the flanges and the centre of the post. You can see up there we've got about 5mm, which is absolutely sweet fuck all when you put the bolts in and do it up. So pretty happy with that so far. Truss time. I'm not putting any up today, I'm just had to get them out of the way anyway so I can paint some more. And God, I hate painting. They're not the easiest thing to paint, and in the shed, even with the LED lights, the way they shine down, you end up missing half the fucking things. So I might have a little bit of touching up to do, but they're blue anyway, just like the primed blue steel was, so it's just basically painting the bare metal and quick coat over the other primer. But I'll get these few in, 2 anyway, then I can shift some more of their mates to paint tomorrow, hopefully, after potentially lifting 1 or 2 of these trusses. The aim at the minute is to do every second one, so start at the start obviously, so it'll be the double post ones that I'll do first. That way if I need to chuck any bracing in back to the clear spans, I can before I put the other ones up, so I might do that. And so consequently I'm just painting 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 first, so 5 set up ready to go, and 7 and 9 will get moved to paint bays after I tackle number 3's mate. So we've already got number 1 bolted together, ready to go. Got to finish that this afternoon. It's getting too late to bloody paint now. Nearly 4 o'clock, I'm not starting fucking painting now, or I'll be bloody still there at 7 o'clock if I'm doing 3 sets of trusses. So we'll see what happens. Today's been a rather large day. But I do have to finish the hay fork lifting extension before I can lift these tomorrow, so I might do a little bit more on it this afternoon, and then finish it off in the morning, maybe while it's dark and cold and I can be in the workshop. But, so that'll be Monday taken care of, and Tuesday the purlins and the wall posts turn up. Here we go. So I will lay them on a couple of pine posts so they're not laying on the wet ground and in the mud and shit. So the plan will be tackle it the same way as I tackled them. Bolt them to that end first, have those posts leaning outwards, slip them in, pull the post back, bolt the bastards up. It's a long way down from up there too, just saying. Yeah, well, the time has come, giddy up. So I lift it, lean it against the hay forks so I can hopefully get the other hay forks under it. I better have a look at that. I might actually have to sit them in top of the bloody thing yet. Right, take two. The only way I could get the forks under there was to take the forks out of the forks, if that makes sense. So now I can get it in there, up, tilt it back, lift, use the extension to lift it up further if I need to, plus I've got the side shift. So we'll see how this goes. Well, we have achieved liftoff. It's resting just beautifully on the bits of flat that I sat in there, so it's not putting pressure on the bottom truss cord sitting on those angles. So in theory, should work perfectly. Oh my fucking god. First one's done. Wasn't massively that much of an issue. Well, when I say done, I haven't got to get up and tighten the bolts up. Still within reason both ways. But fuck, that's a long way up. Considering the forks with the extension up, just hold it just in about the right spot, so I couldn't have done that any fucking better if I tried. It certainly wouldn't want to have been another 6 inches higher, or I would have had to readjust all the clamped on truss carrier. But yes, I did a quick measure up this morning and the posts were 10mm wider at between the posts at the bottom than what the truss was. But as you can see, I think when you take the weight off the center of the truss and it's sitting on its own, under its own weight, that it all sort of levels out within reason. So we'll see how we go. Plan is make an extension for the man basket, which would get me up high enough to do the trusses. The only, oh no, it might not be, no, it won't be an issue. It should still be alright. Contemplating life with a scissor lift, but finding a a decent one at a reasonable price is near on impossible. So, and whilst hiring one might be alright, given how long this is going to take me, I'll probably, like I said, just make an extension for the man basket. If I can make roughly that same height and have the man basket mounted on top, then I don't have to have it up as high, so then the ladder doesn't have to be up as far. The only problem is, if I've got to move that fucking ladder 10,000 times, I don't think there's enough Panadol in the fucking world to keep me going. But because I had to fuck around with the bottom of that post, I am about to go and get the laser and just make sure it is still at its correct height before I totally withdraw the telehandler, because once I have, I fear it would be pretty friggin' impossible on your own to line that back up successfully to do anything with the truss if I needed to. So pretty sure that's where it's staying. You know, we're getting there, or I'm getting there. Two to lift. I'll bolt that one together first, but lean this post out, and I'm about ready to lift this one, and then we'll tackle that one, which requires a bit of high wire trapeze artistry to get out there. Still got a few wall purlins to put up there, but I'll get this bit done first and tackle them later. This was a bit close before. Boy, flew into the shed, he was that bloody close. Mate. Well, not quite as windy today, so can do a quick one on this. This works out just perfectly, actually. Couldn't have done this any better if I tried. Put the purlins up in the man basket first, then it just come up in the scissor lift. And it's literally just right there. So then I can just wander between the two to put the purlins up. Like I said, couldn't have worked any better if I tried. A foot narrower and I would have been in trouble. A couple of feet wider and I would have been in trouble. So I've got the cross bracing done in the roof on that end this morning. I've got the cross bracing in the roof on the other end in the first bay. I haven't put any more purlins up yet, and the wind came up a little bit, so I haven't squared it up. The end behind me is squared to the best of my ability. So hopefully we can get this one, maybe another one, and oh, fingers crossed. Don't like me luck, but another one up the other end done, because it only needs 18 up the centre since there's already 2 up there. But anyway, we'll see how we go before it supposedly rains either tonight or tomorrow.